Let's get right into it.
Ideas about money. They think the game ends when you hit a certain number, a million, 5 million, 10 million. The truth? Most people have no idea what they're even chasing.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Charlie Munger, and he or Warren Buffett, but him and Warren Buffett are business partners, and this is just to try to get you in a mind frame of how you should invest. You cannot work your way out of this. Your money has to work for you. I don't care if it's $5 a day, $10 a day. One thing you have to do, you have to put it on automatic where you don't have to actually go into your brokerage account, whether it's through Robinhood, Charles Schwab, or Fidelity. You want to set it up where it's a reoccurring charge every single day, week, or month. And you want to set that price. You have to invest and you have to do it now. You can't wait to get a raise. And I keep telling everyone, you cannot wait to get a raise. I don't care how much you make. You could afford, let's say, $1 a day. I mean, it might not do anything crazy, but at least it could set you in a driver's seat in order to move forward in your life.
They just want more because everyone else does. I've met men with $10 million who are miserable and men with 200,000 who sleep like babies. Guess which one is richer? It's not about the number. It's about control of your time, your mind, and your obligation.
And that's the thing. You have to learn how to control your time, your mind, and your obligation. And the way to control your mind is to have your money work for you. So you got to think of your job as like one of your first investors. And what I mean by that is you can't use your job primarily to cover the entire cost of living. Your cost of living cannot be covered by your job. You have to practice group economics, meaning working together through spouse, family members, friends, and you have to have your money working harder than you. Your money has to work harder than you. And when you're first starting off, you have to build up capital. And if that means working a second job, let's say you're going to do it for a year or two, just so you can stack up some money and invest, then that's what you have to do.
If your money owns you, you're not rich. You're just well decorated. People ask me all the time, Charlie, how much money do you need to feel comfortable? And I tell them, comfort doesn't come from money. It comes from not being stupid. You can be poor and
He said, comfort doesn't come from money. It comes from not being stupid. And I always say it's not necessarily the amount you need. It's just that we got to cut expenses. How many things you're going to subscribe to that's taking money out your pocket? You have so many subscriptions. I do every so often. I'm like, all right, I gotta cut this off. I'm like, damn, I gotta cut that $100 Hulu a month off. But it's football season. I'm like, I do want to watch my Cowboys. But sometimes you just gotta fall back. You just gotta start slicing things out of your life that's taking money out of your pocket. That is the only way you're going to be able to scale. You have to scale. You got to learn how to scale. You got to do it. You're either going to do it now or later. And it's best that you do it now. In any economy, you have to grind out. What side of the fence you want to be on? You want to be on the side of the fence where the government shuts down and there's no SNAP benefits. And you're like, how am I going to feed myself? You don't want to be in a situation where you have to rely solely on a government to feed you. If you give them the power to feed you, you also give them the power to starve you.
Peaceful if you avoid idiocy. You can be rich and miserable if you chase status. The world confuses comfort with consumption. The middle class wants security but buys luxury. The wealthy want freedom but chain themselves to appearance. Both end up broke in different ways. Let me tell you something. If you think you need $10 million to live well, you've already lost because you're building a lifestyle that depends on a treadmill.
So what he's saying is if you think you need $10 million to live, then you lost already. It shouldn't matter the amount of money. The amount of money shouldn't change you in the sense of your lifestyle. You like what you like no matter how much money you have. And that's what usually happens with a lot of people. They get a lot of money and they blow it away because they start telling themselves, "Hey, I deserve it. I worked hard." And instead of investing the money, it happens over and over. Even with a lot of people that win the lottery, you could give a monkey $1 million, he'll lose it in a day. It's what you do with the money. You got to make your money work for you. There's only so much time in the day for you to work. There's so much time in the house or apartment that you could sleep. You have to make sacrifices.
The right question isn't how much money is enough. It's how much stupidity can you remove from your financial life?
Oh, that
Once you
was
stop,
deep. How much stupidity can you remove from your, your life? And I think if most of us took the time to just write down, I think that's hard to do. Like it's literally hard to get a piece of paper, go through your bank account, your checking account, whatever, look on each itemized line and say, what am I paying for every month? All right, what can I cut back on? Do I need to buy coffee every day? That's $10, $12. Or maybe I should make it at home. Or do I need to eat out at lunch every day? Or I could bring lunch to work. You can really, and maybe I could take that money and invest in the stock market. Or maybe I could stack up that money and start buying real estate. You don't have to buy it in your own backyard. You could buy it in another backyard, in another state. Stop building bricks. What do you have to lose? Steve Jobs said, knowing that I'm going to die is the best way to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose.
doing dumb things, wealth takes care of itself. People make their lives harder than they have to be. They buy things they don't need to impress people they don't like with money they don't really have. That's not ambition, it's insecurity wearing a Rolex. When I was young, I saw plenty of people who made money fast. Almost all of them found a way to lose it just as fast. It wasn't bad luck, it was bad behavior. They couldn't sit still. They had to chase the next thrill in markets or in.
And that's the thing. You got to learn how to sit still. You have to learn how to sit still because you'll be like a hamster on a Ferris wheel. You got to learn how to fall back sometimes. Sometimes you got to take 10 steps back in order to move 20 steps forward. You got to learn how to sit back and just let everything be quiet. And you have to learn how to plan out your moves, like what I'm going to do next. You have to. If not, you'll be like a dog chasing his tail. And pick up good habits.
life, the inability to do nothing is fatal. Here's a rule worth remembering. You don't need to get rich twice. The first time is hard enough. The second time means you were stupid. People love talking about financial independence, but most of them want independence from responsibility, not from dependence. They dream of passive income while keeping active stupidity. True independence is the ability to live below your means without feeling deprived.
And that's the number one reason I think a lot of us suffer silently. Being able to live below your means, stop trying to impress people. True independence is being able to live below your means. And it's so simple, but yet it's so hard. And I'm going to leave it there. Follow me, subscribe, like, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next time.